Both of these lenses are close in price, which makes it odd to think that the 40-year-old Leica R Summicron is a little more expensive than the much more modern Canon EF 50mm. However, the Leica Summicron seems to offer more benefits than the Canon EF when it comes to shooting. Let's see what those are. You can buy a Canon EF 50mm lens for about $330 brand new. It's a good lens for photography, but if you want one of the best made lenses for both video and photos, then the Leica R Summicron 50mm is the right lens for you. Will it serve you for all photography purposes? Absolutely not. For example, I wouldn't use the Leica R Summicron 50 for action photography, but it takes beautiful photos and video. No other lens renders images with such color and clarity as the Leica R Summicron 50mm. As we all know, the Leica R Summicron is completely manual, and the Canon EF 50mm F1.4 has an automatic focus adjustment along with an electronic aperture that you control through the camera. This is common among most modern lenses. While it may be beneficial for photography, these features are the last thing you'd want for a video lens. A manual aperture allows you to manipulate the exposure of an image midway through a shot. For this comparison, I use both the Metabones Leica R to Micro Four Thirds and Canon EF to Micro Four Thirds speed boosters. These adapters widen the focal length 0.71 times, increases the maximum aperture by 1 stop, and increases the overall sharpness. Right off the bat, the Leica R Summicron 50 seems to have less contrast than the Canon EF. This can be easily corrected within post though. The Summicron also appears to be much sharper, especially at lower aperture settings. The lens handles itself magnificently across the entire frame with complete clarity. Flaring is an issue with the Leica R Summicron, while the Canon EF has an anti-flare coating on the front lens element. Most modern lenses come with this additional feature. Personally, I don't believe this is an issue, but you will need to buy a matte box or lens hood with these lenses, especially if you plan to shoot a lot outdoors. Overall, I don't believe the Canon EF 50mm is worth the money you will pay for it. What you're paying for is the autofocus feature, which really doesn't make sense if you plan to shoot primarily video. The lens really isn't that sharp, especially at lower apertures, and the build quality feels very cheap. The Leica R Summicron, though, is the cream of the crop when it comes to buying vintage lenses, and it's no surprise that this one performs better than most modern lenses. It also renders colors and bokeh in a way that no other lens can. Leica R lenses have a particular look and feel that stand out among the rest. Click on the links provided to learn more about these lenses, and as always, feel free to subscribe for more filmmaking reviews and tutorials from yours truly. Thanks for watching.